I'm talking about the rise of the Island Boys. I didn't know these guys. I didn't know these fellas. Later to find out that their names are Fly Soldier and Kodiak Red, or Kodiak Red. Yeah, Kodiak Red. They're twins, fraternal twins, kind of like Danny DeVito and Arnold Schwarzenegger. Fly Soldier and Kodiak Red. Believe it or not, they're from Florida. Wouldn't have thought. And they sat by the pool, and they busted out a little jam for us that I don't think they realized would become an anthem. I mean, you're going to see this thing on New Year's Eve countdown specials. It's a moment in our culture. It's the Island Boys. Listen to it. This is what penetrated culture this week.
Cause I'm an island boy,
yeah,
and I've been trying to make. Oh, I'm an island boy. I'm a just island boy. I'm a just island boy. I'ma get key white grind. You're gonna keep that gun. I'll be just staring at the sun. I'm just out full gazing. I'm like, pool where I'm staying. They're like, you wanna be famous? I'm trying to be out the greatest. I'm a Florida boy. I get a real damn tropic. I'm like the damn on the topic. I'm an island boy. Put my vest on, yeah, like a wild.
There is a lot of autobiography in this song. I mean, I didn't know, you got to listen to it a few times, but they mention their Florida boys in it. Trying to be famous. That's all. That's what they want, and they're getting there. Everybody knows them now. Island Boys. Florida's not an island, by the way. It's a peninsula, but, I'm not sitting here trying to ruin their fun.
Wagwan man, trying to make it to the top. I'm an island boy, I've been trying to make it. I ain't seen it with a gang slang. You ain't just slang no kind. And through the storm, through the rain, cause we try home like a line.
If I had so these guys are only 20. And all I could think about was looking at their heads. And it looks like, at least this is, I want to say this is Kodiak Red. I believe the one behind him is Soulja Boy. I could be wrong. Don't quote me on this. I could be wrong. But he's got his hairline tattooed, it looks like. There appears to be a line around his hairline that's tattooed on. And not to, make his hairline look stronger, but just to outline his face permanently. And man, if I had done that at 20, I'd be screwed now. I'd be in a real pickle. And let me tell you something. I'd look silly. That's the problem.
From the island boy, from the Caribbean. I
don't know that they're from the Caribbean.
I'm an island boy, put my vest on, yeah.
Okay, that's, I guess, where it ends. I'm assuming he means his bulletproof vest, because if you got a torso like that covered in tattoos, I'm not covering it with any vest, unless I have to do it for my own protection. And I believe that that's what they're talking about. They busted onto the scene this week. That looks like the same pool. That L-shaped pool that's in the background of this photo. So I guess that's their house. I see a big inflatable in there. Doesn't seem like it's the type of pool that requires an inflatable, because the inflatable seems to take up the majority of the pool. All that said, it's not to say that the pool is inexpensive, because if you look at, I think it's Kodiak Red's left hand there, it's full of money. It's full of cash. And I don't know why they're trying to be famous. Because if you've got all that money, I guess fame is very intoxicating. I don't know. But these two guys, I guess, have been, they've been at it for probably about a year. I think people kind of did some research into them. And they got on SoundCloud and started trying to be musicians in 2020. So, after a year of hard work, it's only right that it finally pays off. But these guys, I'm watching these guys, and as soon as it's posted and I start seeing the video multiple times in the same day, I was like, okay, this is the thing. And you're watching it, and of course, every instinct in you is to hate it. From the ridiculous hair to the face tattoos, to everything about it. The accents, Island Boys on a peninsula, trying to make it. They're not doing anything. Like, it's a small pool. It's fairly dirty. It's like, what is this? But then you start humming along. And you're like, okay, it is in my head. Then you start appreciating it on an ironic level. And that's when you're finished. Because the fact is that we are living in a period of time where ironic appreciation, there is no separation between ironic appreciation and actual appreciation. I've watched it happen a million times before. People start by appreciating it ironically and then eventually get to this place where they're like, oh, no, I actually like it. I forgot that I started liking it ironically. The other thing is, this goes right into my meme theory that everything is memes. It's literally all that matters. It's everything. Everything is decided by these memes, you know? So what's the difference? There's no real celebrity versus internet celebrity. There's no internet famous versus real famous. It's just all one thing. Like, are you really going to walk up to somebody and be like, well, the Island Boys may have a big song on the internet, but you tell me when it's on the radio. Like, the radio? You kidding me? Trying to be famous. I mean, everybody knows the song. I don't even think it's a real song. I think they're just something they were, it's just a little ditty they jammed out humming around the pool. But now it's a real song. And yeah, they're meme famous, but that's the same thing as anything else. I mean, you know, we elected a president mainly because of memes. Television shows get popular because of memes. Movies get popular because of memes. It's the reason The Simpsons stays popular is because The Simpsons transfers into meme world very, very well. The Office stays popular because Steve Carell made funny faces, and so did Dwight, and you can send those to your friends in the form of a GIF. Who is not trying to send this little video around to people? Whether you know about it or not. Then I started looking into them. I said, are these guys the real deal? What's their thing? And yeah, I mean, look. They've been in juvie since they were like, in and out of juvie since they were like 13. There's a ton of mugshots. And I was watching them. Like, ironically, I guess they were starting to build a following on like TikTok before this song came out and me and everybody else found out about them because they did the No Jumper podcast like 2 weeks ago, a week ago maybe, before this song came out. And they were talking all this shit about their story and just the fact that they were doing that. It's like, talk about being ahead of the curve. Listen to some of this.
Okay, I thought about it this way. I was like, that was a good question.
I know, you're not even killing you, but like just something weird might happen.
Like,
Like, who knows what could happen?
Yeah, set me up because he wanted to link up right away.
Right.
And then what's it called? And I'm like, why is he hitting me up? You know what I mean? And then what's it called? I've done business with his.
So you can see they do. I mean, they've got a vernacular. They've got a speech pattern, but it's not quite as Caribbean infused as the music was. But that's okay. Maybe that's just how they sing, you know? They're British musicians that sound American when they sing. What's the difference? What's the difference? If you want to sing about being an island boy, you should sound like an island boy. I don't have a problem with it. I think it's the way to go.
His homeboy, like Wizard, that's the Wizard in them. That's why.
Rest in peace to Wiz.
Look,
Yeah.
that's why I'm not gonna talk about what business we did together. But I kind of did some some green stuff. But I told Kodak about it. He goes say I ain't even tripping. They know who my brother was locked up with.
Oh.
He asked someone.
Maybe I got it wrong.
They know Kodak person.
Oh.
Like now, you feel me? And they say yeah, he be with his lawyer about like 80% of the time.
Oh, maybe
not.
I think they're talking about a different Kodak, not Kodiak.
He's chilling.
Uh-huh.
I think that's Fly Soldier, I think. And it's with 2 Y's too and a J. I think that the one in the red is Fly Soldier. I think. But again, I'm not positive.
Came out of jail. He's paranoid. He don't want to go to jail. You know what I'm saying? Yeah,
Right.
He got pardoned by Trump. He's chilling.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
So
he got blessed.
He's trying to.
Oh, yeah, they're talking about Kodak Black.
Like for the better. He's not trying to be a thug in the streets.
Good.
And stuff like that. Even though he's got the image, but you know you feel me? You know it's time.
I do.
He's trying to go up.
That's interesting.
Because YoungBoy is up.
He sees.
Yeah. I like that On No Jumper 2, they'll just be like, oh, yeah, that's an interesting thing to think about. I'd love to have these guys in studio. I mean, watching them blow up like this, I don't know. I mean, there's just some... I feel maybe it's because, you know, I don't mind everything getting ruined. Like, I feel like, you know, we never really recovered from nu metal, and the fact that this is, like, being celebrated. It's like, all right, let's do it. Let's go. Let's celebrate with the Island Boys, you know? Let's just embrace all of this. Everything. Why not? What have we got to lose? What if this was the picture of success? Why not be there, huh? What if this is what it looked like to make it? Try to make it. What if this is what... I just turned around and looked at it, and I questioned my own logic. What if this is what it looks like to meet your goals? I saw in the No Jumper thing, they were like, look, we were in this pickle. Well, they didn't call it a pickle, but they said that, you know, it was... they got out of jail, and it was like, look, are we going to be drug dealers or are we going to be rappers? And so they said they took the more positive route. That they wanted to take on a more positive approach with this whole thing. And it was almost like, good for you guys. You're doing the sensible thing. He's just sitting there with his blue and yellow umbrella with his crazy ass hair. I like that they matched their clothes. I like that they put some thought into the aesthetic of the group. They are trying to make it. Like, they're not lying about that. They're doing everything that they can. Frank says, do their jackets say tax the rich? Well, maybe. Maybe they wouldn't mind paying their fair share. I don't know. But yeah, I mean, I'm here for it, man. The more ridiculous, the better. I'm good with it.